confirm that Remington was alive while the fire was happening.
Well, I've written some stuff on the flip chart, and I know you can't see it. I'd move it back so you could, but then I'm afraid the jury couldn't read it. So I'm going to go through it with you real quickly. I've written down burn injury, 100%. Was 100% of Remington Walden's body burned?
That is correct,
I
yes.
think you mentioned it was charred.
Yes, the majority of it was charred.
You mentioned blood around the femur fracture.
Correct.
Now, does that tell you that Remington's heart was pumping and he was alive after he received that femur fracture in the initial impact?
That is correct, yes.
I wrote down no blunt force except femur. Is it correct to say that Remington had no blunt force injuries that you could find except for that fractured right femur?
That is correct.
I wrote down carboxyhemoglobin. And you mentioned that a second ago. Have you reviewed the findings of Lee Champion?
Yes, I have. Both the official report that she sent me and also the subsequent report documenting the actual levels, even though they clump them into not a significant quantity, the actual levels, which are significant to me.
Was it 6.8 and 7.1?
That is correct.
I'll write that down. Now, for someone like Remington Walden, who was a 4-year-old, clearly a non-smoker, living in a relatively rural area, not Philadelphia, what type of carboxyhemoglobin would you expect him to have if he had not been exposed to something like a fire?
0, honestly, 0, maybe 0 to 1 at the most, depending on whether he lives with smokers or not, but we're not talking any more than 1.
And we'll make a note. So if no fire, expect, is COHB the abbreviation for carboxyhemoglobin?
Yes,
COH, little b, right?
little bit, correct.
Expect COHB. What numbers did you say?
That was 6.8 and 7.1 was what his levels were.
What would you expect if he had not been exposed to the fire or something like that?
Less than 1, more likely 0.
Right, less than 1. And his actual levels again?
6.8 and 7.1.
Is that consistent with your conclusion that Remington Walden was alive in the fire?
Yes, it is.